How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Seeing as though spooky season is now over, it being November the 1st today, or November the 2nd, depending on when this has been uploaded. Me and today's sponsor of this video wanted to address a monster that's still in the room for 1 in 4 people, and that's mental health struggles. 1 in 4 people in the UK deal with anxiety and depression on a daily basis. I've spoken openly on YouTube about my depression and my anxieties over the last few years of making YouTube videos. I've never tried to shy away from it in order to, let you know that you're not the only one out there. I've been using CBD for the last maybe year or so now to help and mitigate the circumstances that I deal with on a daily basis due to my anxiety and depression. With my anxiety, I get caught in these really bad thought loops, something that just keeps on spiraling until I have a panic attack, and it's horrible. And I know some of you guys out there will know what I'm talking about. The brand I use on a daily basis is called the Good Level CBD. The link will be in the description down below. I'm not saying that CBD for you will be the be all and end all and cure for anxiety and depression. All I can say is it definitely helps me, and anything that helps me, I want to help you. I spoke to the Good Level and I said to him that I wanted to make CBD more available for my audience, because I know that it's quite an expensive sort of thing to take on the whim, hoping it will work. And they've offered a 40% discount code to everyone that watches today's video, with the code being FOX40 for 40% off your entire order at checkout. So please go check them out. The link is in the description down below. I hope it helps you as much as it helps me. The other thing that I wanted to say as well is, in my last video, I mentioned that the police were not called in that particular predator catch. I was sent a re-upload to a 5-minute long confrontation with the child predator, and within that 5-minute confrontation, they said explicitly that if the person stayed to speak to them, that they would not call the police. And I've heard that so many times on YouTube that I just believed it to be true, because unfortunately my faith in these people has sort of gone downhill after reviewing a lot of their videos. It turns out they did call the police. I was sent a link to the full 2-hour-long live stream, watched it all through after I uploaded the video because I didn't have a link to it beforehand, and I can confirm the police were called, and I want to apologise for that mistake. Now that's out of the way, let's get going with today's video. So this YouTube video was uploaded by the same predator catch group that caught EDP445, who was a well-known YouTuber who was exposed multiple months ago now for trying to meet a minor. If you didn't know, both EDP and the Predator Catch channel were permanently deleted from YouTube because of malpractice on both of their behalves. So the video I'm reacting to is obviously a re-upload on YouTube, and because of that, I don't want to give credit to a re-upload of of somebody else's content. It's not fair to literally give views to somebody who has stolen content outright from a different YouTube channel. So now that's out of the way, without any further hesitation, let's get into today's video.
Okay, all right, that's what we're gonna do then, all right? So, who are you here to meet today?
No one.
Okay, so assume that I know everything, because I do. Because we were the ones talking to you the whole time, okay? Okay, so again, I'm gonna ask you, who are you here to meet? Before we get into all the messages that I have saved.
So if you're there to meet nobody, how on the off chance has this person managed to meet you at a place of an organised meeting? If you genuinely weren't there to meet anybody, why are you at the exact location that these people have met you at? It makes no sense. You're chatting complete and utter waffle, unfortunately, aren't you?
Some guy.
Some guy? How old did this guy say? And again, I have everything saved, so if you lie to me, I know you're lying. I know the answer to everything. So.
I didn't know he was 13 at first.
So first of all, you say, oh yes, I was there to meet some guy, and some guy turns out to be, I didn't know he was 13 at first. Which means that you knew full well he was underage. So it's gone from, I'm not here meeting anybody, to I'm actually meeting a child. And it's bizarre the way that she sort of gets all defensive, like, I didn't know he was actually 13, without being confronted with the person's age. It's a bit of a bizarre one.
I didn't accuse you of saying he was 13, so why bring up 13? He did say he was 13, yes or no?
He did, but I didn't know he was 13 at first.
Okay, well, at first. He did say he was 13, and at some point you did know he was 13, yes or no?
Until he told me yes.
Okay, and then you told him on the phone that you haven't done anything with a minor before to him, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is an important bit of information. You need to know at what point she realised or she was told that this minor was 13 years old. She's already admitted to knowing that the child was 13 at the point that she explicitly told the child that she'd never done anything with a minor before, which insinuates she was planning on doing stuff with a minor. But if any of the conversation predates the point that she was told that this person was 13 years old, all of that is inadmissible in court. And yes, I said it correctly today. I normally say admissible because I'm dyslexic and I'm a little bit dumb.
So,
But I was never gonna meet up with him.
you're outside right now. We recorded all the phone calls. Again, if you say something that's a lie, I know the truth about everything, okay?
How can you say that you were never going to meet up with him when literally 1 minute ago you said you were there to meet a 13-year-old boy? Like, what? All of these people sound like Oblivion NPCs. It's like they're reading a script that some idiot from, Activision Blizzard has written for them to just randomly say at any point in their life. Like, it makes no sense. You've already admitted to turning up at a meeting with a 13-year-old. You can't now say, I was never going to meet up with him because you're there.
So, these messages, were they sexual, yes or no?
I'm not sure if she's checking through what she sent this particular person or if she's just ignoring the predator catcher at this point, because the attitude, it does stink a little bit, doesn't it?
So, like I said, we have everything saved. But so, were the messages sexual? You did mention something sexual, yes or no?
Oh no, she is just straight up ignoring what he's saying. For God's sake. Silence can say 1,000 words.
Tamika, you did mention you want to do sexual things, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I did say some sexual things, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I did say that.
And you also had him take pictures of his tongue for the purpose of exchanging.
Not
Okay, what was the tongue pictures for?
just to see how long I was.
Okay, why were you interested in how long someone's tongue was?
What? Are you not interested in seeing how long somebody's tongue is? I mean, it's something I say on a daily basis whenever somebody meets me. Yeah, I get recognised by somebody that watches my videos. I'm like, how long's your tongue? Is it not a part of your normal bit of vocabularism in an introduction to meeting anybody? Hi, how are you today? Let me see your tongue. It's normal over here, maybe not in America.
Now we're going to get into the messages, and you admitted that you had sexual intentions with him, yes or no, based on the messages, yes or no?
I wasn't gonna get sexual with him.
Did you say you want to do sexual things in the messages, yes or no?
Somewhat.
Okay, all right.
And you're flip-flopping more than a pair of flip-flops. Oh, my analogy went out the window really quick. You can't say over and over again, it wasn't because of that. Yes, it was because of that. But you've done this throughout the whole thing so far. I wasn't going to meet somebody. Yes, I'm here to meet somebody. Oh, I was never going to do anything sexual. Yes, I was actually going to do something sexual. Like, you can't flip-flop within 5 seconds so often. It's like you're trying your hardest to lie and then you know or realise that he's got the evidence, so then you go, oh yeah, wait, may as well not lie.
The first thing you said was, hey, and he said, hey, and you said you have more pics, and again, this is fair game, he didn't tell you the age, but the first thing you asked him is, how old are you? Which, this is you texting, yes or no? Mm-hmm. Okay. He said, how old are you? And he said 13, right? Right here. And then you said, why are you talking to me, huh? You're hella young. Like,
did someone just crash a car? So I appreciate what he says here, saying that obviously, do you have more pics was before she was explicitly told that this person was a child, is fair game. It doesn't mean anything. It's inadmissible. But then we find out that within the beginning bit of the conversation, she actually asks how old this person is. And at the beginning of the conversation, she's fully aware that it's a 13-year-old, which makes the tongue thing just even more creepy. It's creepy enough saying it to an adult. Imagine going clubbing, right? And somebody comes up to you like, hey, you having a good time? Let me see your tongue. Like, it's just, I can't get over how weird it is.
I can't talk to you. Okay, sorry. Like, what part of sack you in? You didn't see my age. Is your tongue long or wide fat? You have more pics. So why did you ask how long his tongue was?
Yeah, I don't know at this point. I mean, is it not normal? Let me know in the comments down below.
Huh?
Just ask.
Okay, is that a regular conversation you have with somebody?
No, it shouldn't be anyway. This is so infuriating. Just asking, you know, it's a conversational piece. You know, as well as, hey, I really like your toes. Can I suck them? Like, come on, it's not normal, dude.
Ask how long or wide his tongue was the second after you said, I can't be talking to you. Why?
I said I shouldn't be talking to him.
Correct.
Right, so if you told this person that you shouldn't be talking to him, then you proceed to carry on speaking to him, you're going against your word. You know full well from saying that you shouldn't be speaking to this person, and yet you still do. So this makes it all worse because you know exactly what you're doing is wrong, and you're willing to carry on for whatever weird fantasies you've got built up in your head with this teenager's mouth. Barely even a teenager as well.
You texted me, so I texted back, sorry. Okay, I didn't know you were 13. Okay, sorry. Are you skinny slim? So you knew the age at this point and you started asking, are you skinny slim? So why'd you ask a 13-year-old if he's skinny slim, Tamika?
Just to be conversating.
Okay.
Again, it's just, you know, like a conversational piece. Whenever I meet someone, I'm like, hey, can I see your tongue? Are you skinny slim? Just standard days in America, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, I thought English people were bloody bizarre, but you know, this takes it to a whole different level, doesn't it?
Okay, so you ever messed around with someone over age? Are you in West Sac? Can I see inside your mouth? Why did you want to see his tongue and inside of his mouth, Tamika?
See, at this point, this is clearly a sexual fetish. Like, you can't say it's anything but that at this point. You know, people have weird fetishes of everything. You know, I know somebody that genuinely likes people's heels. Heels. Why? But, you know, you can't discriminate against anyone's fetish. If that's what they're into, then oh well. But not when it's a child. I can say what I want about that, and it's not good. It's really not good, and it's really fucked up, to be honest.
It was just a conversation.
It's not just a conversation, though, is it? Get off it. Lies. Bollocks.
You know, you do see how this is wrong, correct? Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why is it wrong, Tamika?
Because the age difference.
Okay.
So you know it's wrong because of the age, but you explicitly say that it wasn't anything sexual. So if it wasn't anything sexual, why in your head would it be wrong? Oh, because in your head it is something sexual, isn't it? It's a Freudian slip there if I've ever seen one.
No, I haven't. I'm sourcing that. North Sac, LOL in my mouth. Okay, I'm gonna block you. And when you said I'm gonna block you, were you talking about your estrogen in your body or the 13-year-old?
No, I was going to block him.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't the estrogen blockers in your body?
What do you mean?
Well, are you a male to female?
No.
You're just a female?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you on grindr?
I mean, see, this is why this guy's channel got deleted. I mean, I'm all about making jokes. I make fucking jokes all the time, and you know, any joke is a joke at the end of the day. If it's there to the purpose of trying to be funny, as long as you're not directing it at somebody being mean, I don't really give a flying to be honest. You can make jokes about anything, but you're in a position here where you're meant to be professional, and being professional isn't making transphobic jokes. I mean, you can think what you want about transgender people, you know, I can't police people's thoughts, but don't make them public in a position when you're meant to be professional, if you know what I mean. And secondly, estrogen is what women have in their body, so she wouldn't be on estrogen blockers. She'd be on testosterone blockers, so her estrogen levels went up, so she'd become more feminine, you f***ing idiot. Science with Mike.
I mean, I haven't had that long.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I had it for a couple weeks. I haven't had it that long.
Wait, so what's a female doing on a gay? You're not transgender?
There's some women on there.
Okay. What's with the stubble right here?
What's that?
Right here, you didn't shave your beard?
Again, you don't need to take the piss out of people for their looks, their appearance, or anything like that they can't help. It's unnecessary. Take the piss out of their actions. Her actions are egregious enough. Trust me. Take the piss out of what she's wearing. Anyone can wear different clothes, but other than that, you don't need to take the piss out of appearances.
Hot
I
fries.
don't eat junk food.
Okay. They have a lot of trans fats.
What do you mean by that?
Just, they make you fat, and you know what I mean. Anyway, we're gonna continue.
Well, I thought fat was overweight.
I mean, again, they're just they're unnecessary jokes. I mean, this one's slightly funnier than the rest. Trans fats, haha, fair enough. But again, unnecessary. You don't need to do it, and it's not professional. And this is why I think his channel was deleted, because of what could be seen as hate crimes and stuff like that. I never really looked into it. I'm going to after this video and see why he was actually completely banned from YouTube, but I can see why watching this.
Okay. Well, I'm just letting you know.
But I mean, I wasn't going to meet up with him.
I'm just letting you know we have everything recorded. So when you lie, just like now, it's just going to get worse for you.
You can't say you weren't going to meet him because you're there at the same time, location and date as the planned meeting with the 13-year-old, which you've already admitted to. So this is the stupidest lie, the stupidest lie.
But you did also give him your address, yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you also said, do you have an Uber? How can you Uber? Are you Ubering? Are you in the Uber? Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how does that all equate to not wanting to meet up with him? Because when people Uber to travel to something, yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if somebody's traveling to you, the address that you gave, right? Which you were here, yes or no? You were at the address you gave, right? Yes or no?
Yeah, I was at my address and I did ask him if he was in the Uber, but I swear I wasn't going to meet him. Never. It's just coincidence that I accidentally sent him a location and I accidentally turned out to be in the exact location I accidentally sent him, and I accidentally was there at the right time, and I accidentally asked if he was in an Uber. I didn't mean it. It was an accident.
Yeah, no, I know. Because you have no wit, you just went over kind of what you said. But what time can you come? How long can you stay? So where your girlfriend go? How your mouth gonna be smelling for me? You come in by yourself, right?
How your mouth gonna be smelling for me? Like cheese and onion Monster Munch. Like, what are you expecting them to say? How your mouth gonna? I'm gonna use that every day now. I'm gonna say to all my friends. In fact, I'm gonna send one a voice message and see if he sends one back. You're right, mate. Are we still meeting this weekend? And if so, how your mouth gonna be smelling for me, dude? I wanna know. Let's see if he gets back to me before the end of the video.
You bring up tongue kissing. You say he's sexy. You mention sexual stuff. So, based on these messages, it looks like you wanted, and based on you sending this address, you being here, it looks like you wanted to do sexual things with a 13-year-old. Based on these messages, right? Yes or no, Tamika?
No.
It doesn't look sexual at all?
It looks sexual, but the accent wasn't there.
Okay.
It looks like it, but it weren't gonna happen. So it's the same old age-old excuse, isn't it? Of, hey, I was never gonna do anything. But as I've said 1,000 times before, and I'll say it 1,000 times again, you can only be prosecuted based on evidence. And the evidence points towards you attempting to lure a child to your premises or a hotel room or wherever you met this person and tried to do it for sexual intent after trying to sniff their mouth and all this other weird fetish stuff that you're into. We can only prosecute people based on evidence and facts, and the facts are pointing towards that. We can't prosecute people based on their internal thought processes. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure everyone at some point in their life will be convicted of a random crime because of what they thought about. I'm not saying everybody's thought about touching kids. I'm saying everybody has thought about stealing something, or everyone has thought about, doing something bad to someone they don't like. That's what I meant. Weird people.
All right, anyway, we're about to get out of here. We're gonna let you be on your way to your hotel room so we can show that we can hurt you. That's why we're filming, by the way. So.
Well, I don't have a room here. So.
You said.
But that's not my room.
Oh, okay, so.
I stay down the street.
You're just gonna leave. I'm gonna do a bit of research after this and make sure that the police weren't actually called, but it looks like they're not going to be. It looks like you're just gonna leave and let her go back to our hotel room so you can record it. And based on all the evidence you've provided, there is enough here to arrest this person. So I don't know why you're not doing it.
Why did you bring him here if it wasn't for something sexual, Tamika? What was the reason then?
See if he has some money or not.
To see if he has some money. Okay, so why would so okay, see if he has some money or not. So is stealing from a 13-year-old okay? I know you stole from people before, Tamika.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I've never robbed nobody.
Okay, so why were you asking for someone to come over just for money? Cash App's a thing, right?
I don't have cash.
Okay, you have a bank account, don't you? Alright.
So let me get this correct. Instead of meeting this person that you weren't going to meet, and you've said this 1,000 times as well, you were definitely not going to meet this person, but you're meeting them to see if they had money. You were there to take money off children. Well, obviously it's better than meeting them for sexual activity, but it's just another crime. You're luring children to rob them. What? And you don't have a bank account? Who doesn't have a bank account? It's 2021, get off it. Don't believe it. Bollocks.
Here, whichever one you want. Never do this again.
I
won't do it again. No, I won't. So I've looked through the whole video, and the police aren't called at any point within this video. Obviously it's a re-upload. I don't know if in the description of the other video it says that the police are called, but going off the information I have in front of me, it looks like that's not the case. I don't know about this. This person's clearly in the wrong. They were clearly there to meet a child for sex. Let's be honest. It started off in such a good way. It started off so professional, and then they messed the whole public opinion up by making unnecessary jokes at the expense of this person. Regardless of what they've done, you can't be sitting there making like trans jokes. It's the same as making black jokes. It's the same as making gay jokes. You can't do that. You should never go as low as making jokes about somebody's ethnicity or their sexual orientation purely as a dig because you want extra views on YouTube and you want more comments. That's just my opinion. I'm sure other people have other opinions, and that's completely up to you. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please drop it a thumbs up. And my next video after this will be part 1 to my predator catch in Peterborough. Hope you guys stay safe, and peace.